Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today with me. Today we're diving into something that frustrates so many English learners around the world every day. You can understand English perfectly when you watch movies or listen to podcasts without problems. But when you try to speak, the words just don't come out the way you want. Your mouth feels clumsy, your brain freezes up, and you feel completely stuck in silence. Here's the truth that will change everything for you starting right now in this moment. Speaking English isn't just about knowing vocabulary or understanding grammar rules perfectly in your head. It's actually a physical skill that requires training your mouth muscles to move in new ways. If you're enjoying this content already, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button right now. Think about it this way for just a moment before we continue moving forward together. When you learned your native language as a child, you spent thousands of hours practicing sounds. Your mouth muscles developed muscle memory for those particular movements and sounds over many years, constantly. Now you're asking those same muscles to create entirely different sounds in a foreign language. The solution starts with something called shadowing, and it's going to transform your speaking ability. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say almost simultaneously. You're not just repeating words, you're copying their rhythm, intonation, and facial muscle movements. Find a short video clip of someone speaking English clearly and slowly at first. Play a sentence, pause it, then repeat exactly what you heard with the same rhythm. Do this for 10 to 15 minutes every single day without skipping any days. I want you to write in the comments which English sounds are hardest for you. Is it the TH sound, the R sound, or maybe the V sound? Another powerful technique is what I call the morning linguistic warm-up. That takes 5 minutes. Choose 5 simple English phrases that you use frequently in your daily life and conversations. Repeat them out loud 20 times each morning right after you wake up consistently. Yes, I mean actually say them out loud, not just in your head silently. Your brain needs to hear your own voice producing these sounds to reinforce the pathways. The repetition might feel boring at first, but that's exactly the point of this exercise. You're building automaticity, which means your mouth moves without your brain needing to think consciously. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're still watching, go ahead and hit subscribe now. Now let's talk about training your mind to think directly in English instead of translating. Most learners make the mistake of thinking in their native language first, then translating. This creates a delay and makes your speech sound unnatural and forced to native speakers. Start by thinking simple thoughts in English throughout your entire day, from morning until night. When you see a red car, think, that's a red car in English. When you feel hungry, think, I'm hungry right now, instead of translating from your language. Keep your thoughts simple at first, with basic vocabulary you already know well and use. As this becomes easier over time, gradually increase the complexity of your thoughts and dialogue. This constant internal practice strengthens the English pathways in your brain without requiring a partner. Immersion is another critical factor that accelerates your progress toward fluency faster than anything else. You need to surround yourself with English input every single day for at least hours. Change your phone settings to English. Watch English content. Listen to English podcasts while commuting. The more English your brain processes daily, the more natural it becomes for you. But here's something crucial that many teachers don't emphasize enough in their language lessons. You need to produce English, not just consume it passively by listening and reading only. Speaking out loud, even to yourself alone, is exponentially more valuable than silent reading. I'm curious to hear about your current practice routine and how often you speak. Write a detailed comment below, describing exactly what you do daily to practice speaking. Let's address the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about honestly. You're afraid of making mistakes and sounding stupid when you speak English to others. This fear is completely normal, and almost every language learner experiences it at some point. But here's what you need to understand deeply and accept fully right now. Mistakes are not failures. They're essential data points that tell your brain what needs adjustment. Every mistake you make is actually your brain learning and creating new, more accurate pathways. The people who become fluent fastest are those who speak the most consistently. consistency matters more than intensity when it comes to language learning and developing fluency skills. Practicing English for 15 minutes every single day is far more effective than cramming. Your brain needs regular, repeated exposure to consolidate new patterns into long-term memory. As we wrap up today, let me summarize the key strategies we've covered here. First, recognize that speaking is a physical skill requiring mouth muscle training through daily practice. Second, use shadowing to copy native speaker rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation patterns exactly. Third, practice simple phrases repeatedly every morning to build automaticity and muscle memory naturally. Fourth, train your mind to think directly in English instead of translating from language. Fifth, immerse yourself in English throughout your day and actively produce English by speaking. Finally, maintain consistency with short daily practice sessions rather than occasional intensive cramming marathons. If you found this video helpful and learned something new today, please subscribe now. Hit that like button to help this video reach more English learners who need strategies. Write in the comments which technique you'll try first and what your speaking challenge is. I'd also love to know how long you've been learning English and what motivates you. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and trust the process, even when progress feels slow sometimes. I'll see you in the next video with more practical tips for speaking.